Hey everybody, welcome back to Bree's Toys. My name is Stephanie Bree, and today I'm taking a look at a very special Generation 1 Transformer. His name is Blaster. Now, here's the thing. I remember getting Blaster from a kid when I was in 6th grade, a kid at school. I traded him a bunch of trading cards and some comic books and other bunch of random crap because he was getting out of Transformers because he didn't want to play with toys anymore. Um, and so I traded him a bunch of stuff for Blaster, and I got two out of the three robots that make up Reflector. But here's the interesting part. My mom says that the very first Transformer she ever bought me was a tape deck, and she said it was this tape deck. Um, but apparently, see, I was born in '82. Um, I would have been 2 years old when Transformers came out, the toy line. She said she got it for me when I was either 3 or 4. She couldn't remember. But she said, unfortunately, what happened was at the time we were living in California, I was a baby, so I wouldn't remember this. And then they moved across country to Kansas. And she hypothesizes that it got lost in the move. But anyways, I have him now. This is an original, authentic G1 blaster. Um, it, it has the floppy tape mechanism is busted. I don't know how to fix it, so whatever. Also, he's got broken ears, which I'll show you. But he is a pretty standard boom box. Back in the '80s, you would put batteries in the back of this motherfucker, put tapes in it, put it on your shoulder, and walk around blasting music. Which is why he's called Blaster, because it's a nickname for ghetto blaster, is what a boombox was also referred to as. So let's go ahead and transform him. He's a very simple transformation. He's also a very interesting and unique transformer from the Generation 1 toy line in that he is fully articulated, um, which is very rare. The other cassette man, which was sold as a Decepticon Soundwave, is also very similarly articulated, which is really rare for an early G1 transformer. But he's got excellent articulation for a robot. He can turn his head left and right. He's got full rotating shoulder, but he can also do this, so he can kind of move a little. Now he cannot bend at the elbow, but he can turn his wrists independent, I believe. Yep, independent of his arm. You can rotate the wrists, which is pretty cool. Now he can't walk, so he still has that limitation, but he can kick sideways, which is pretty interesting. So really good articulation for a G1 robot. Now he's supposed to go like this, which is why the fists turn, because this is how he would have been represented. Excuse me, in the cartoon. I cannot get this other wrist to turn. Oh, I gotta pull it out a little further. Never mind. There we go. Now you're supposed to be able to push the eject button, and it says eject, and this has got a spring and it's supposed to pop open. But as you can see, it's broken. Also, he's supposed to wear a face mask, which is broken, and his ears. No, his ears look fine actually, but He's missing a few pieces. I'm also missing his gun, and I do not own any of his cassettes. Now, I do have the G1 Decepticon Season 1 cassette. So I have Rumble Frenzy, I have um, I have Buzzsaw and Laserbeak and Ravage. But I don't know where they are. They could be anywhere. I have not been able to locate them. I found Soundwave, but I don't want to show you Soundwave until I can show you the cassettes. And I think you're supposed to push this in like that, so he's not even supposed to be that tall. But I like to have him like this because I like it better. And the reason why I like it better is because you get the arm movement, you get the articulation, and I like to have this up even in robot mode because he's a little taller. He's a little wobblier, but it makes him taller and more menacing, and I prefer that. You know, he looks like he can stand up to Soundwave, whereas the other way, it's like, I mean, he still can, but he's not as like big compared to Soundwave. He's just, I mean, he's like, I don't know, a little bigger than Soundwave, but I want to make him even more bigger because he's supposed to be a heroic Autobot. He's a hero, a superhero. Which basically they are, the Autobots, they're action figures. They are supposed to be superheroes if you think about it. Um, it says Hasbro 1974, 1984, some Japanese lettering, Takara Company Limited, 1974, 1984, Japan. Um, and then he's got some little doodads and stuff, little markings that, sell that it's a cassette tape. But really cool fucking toy. I love it. Stay cool.